Welcome back to Making Food Monday. This week we're gonna make something I've never even heard of before, but Daddy found the recipe and said, hey, we should try this. So today we're gonna make some asopado. For today's recipe, we are going to need olive oil, apple cider vinegar, caldo de tomate. This is tomato bouillon with chicken flavoring. You can find that in your Hispanic food section at your grocery store. I've got some garlic, a bunch of cilantro, chicken. I've got about 10 chicken thighs. I've got a pasilla or poblano pepper and an onion. And that is all we're gonna need for today's recipe, guys. I think it's fun to make recipes that I've never heard of before. So this one's particularly exciting because I'm not even sure where this dish originates from. So I found an article that said that this is a Caribbean food, and I'm not even sure which part of the Caribbean because the name is clearly in Spanish, but I'm not sure which region this food is from. So if you've ever heard of asopado, please tell me where it's from because I would love to know. Daddy found this recipe and I'm excited to try it, but I don't know anything about it. I don't even know what it's gonna taste like. So one of the first things that we're gonna need to do, guys, is to make a sofrito, which is a sauce that we're gonna put in the soup when it's finished. Another thing is, this recipe seems as though it is a soup version of a rice dish that is something like a paella. I looked at the ingredients that's in this recipe and I think these flavors should be really good together. So I'm not worried that this recipe isn't going to taste good. I'm just really curious to know what it's gonna taste like when we're finished. So the first step today is gonna be to take our chicken and get it thawed. Okay guys, I've got my chicken mostly thawed. I'm gonna set that aside for now because we don't need that just yet. First thing we're gonna do though is to cut up our pepper. These aren't very small pieces, and that's okay because we're going to be blending them in just a minute. But first, we need to fry it. Oops, guys, I forgot our olive oil. We want 1 tablespoon of our olive oil down in the bottom of the pot. About 1 tablespoon. There we go. Up next, guys, we need to chop our onion. Now, this doesn't have to be into super small pieces because we're going to blend it afterwards. Let's do it the fast way. There we go. Look, that's much better. Now we can just take all of this onion, get it down into the pot with our pepper. Then we're gonna drop down here to our sear roast function and get that started so we can saute our pepper and our onion. Up next, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of garlic to our pot. There's 1, and there's 2. That's a lot of garlic, guys. Okay, now we just wanna fry this until our pepper and our onion is soft. Once we get our pepper and our onion softened, we're gonna drop down here and turn that off. And then we are going to carefully take everything that is inside our pot and transfer that to our blender. Now we're gonna take 2 more tablespoons of our olive oil and add that right to our blender. There's 1 and there's 2. We're gonna add our entire bunch of cilantro. And now we're gonna blend that for a minute until it has a nice pesto consistency. Just like that. Okay, now we're gonna add 6 cups of water to our empty pot. There's 4. And there's 2 more that make 6 cups of water. Now we're gonna add 4 cubes of our caldo de tomate, or tomato bouillon with chicken flavor, to the water. There's 1, and there's 4. Now I'm gonna stir this until these bouillon cubes dissolve in the water. To speed this process along, I'm gonna go ahead and warm up that water by pushing the sear roast function and starting it. And now I'm gonna take that thawed chicken and cut it into bite-sized pieces. Now, the recipe says that we should do this after it cooks. I prefer to do it before it cooks because first of all, it cuts down on the cooking time. And second of all, I prefer to cut the chicken when it's cold rather than when it's hot because I don't like to burn my fingers and I always have my fingers in it. Okay, as we can see, the water is hot. The caldo de tomate, the tomato bouillon cubes, have dissolved in this nice hot water, and now it's time to add our chicken. And we're just gonna add all of this chicken right to the pot. Be careful not to splash yourself if you've got it boiling, because obviously getting splashed with boiling water would not be fun. Just give that a quick stir. And that's it, you guys. Now we're ready to seal up our pot. Now we're gonna go down here into our chicken function. We're gonna go to time cook. Now, because we already have hot water and we cut up our chicken into nice small pieces, I'm gonna bring that all the way down to 7, and that's all we're gonna need today. Guys, our time has expired. It's time to let the pressure out. Now we're gonna open her up. This smells really good already, and it doesn't even have the good stuff in it yet. Okay, now we're gonna add about half of our sofrito mixture. Doesn't have to be exactly half, but you wanna add about half of your sofrito. And we're gonna mix that in. And next we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. There's 1, there's 2, and there's number 3. Now we're gonna cancel that. We're gonna come down here into our sear roaster. We're gonna turn that back on for 1 more cycle, so for about 10 minutes. And that's just to help the sofrito combine with the flavors that are already in our pot. Okay guys, there we have it. Now I've served it with some rice that I made with the tomato bouillon cubes and some avocados on top. And that's all there is for asopado. Okay, Jax. I didn't realize Merman was here. Hi, Merman. I've got it done and it's plated. Now we need our... Okay, do it. Hey, there's my Merman. Oh, there's my broken princess, and my Jordan tried to run by. I guess he wanted to be first at the table.
Hungry.
Who thinks it smells good?
Me?
Ah! Merman, your face fell off.
Can I go first?
Actually, oh, Merman's face is cute, but Jordan hurried and got to the table, so thanks, Jordan. How about you try it first, but be careful, because it's really hot.
Okay, got it. So what does this make it?
It's called asopado, which I would think is sopa. Sopa means soup. Asopado would be souped.
Souped, yeah.
So this is
Souped.
basically chicken and rice soup, but with a very nice flair.
It's really good.
Yeah?
I like whatever tomato bouillon powder.
You like it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Good. How many thumbs are you gonna give that? Yeah?
That's good.
Thanks. All right, so who's gonna go next? Aw, poor Mia's gonna eat her spoon. Merman, can you wait a minute? Mia's gonna go next.
The rice is good. Your chicken is hot but good.
Do you like it? How many thumbs are you gonna give that, princess? 10 thumbs? Nice. Thanks, Mia. Okay, Merman. First of all, we have to say Merman is Sherman's little brother. Sherman was Jordan's alter ego for years and years and years and years.
Still is.
So, welcome to dinner, Merman. Please taste your dinner, but be careful because it's probably hot. Okay? I'm so sad that my Jackson couldn't be here to taste this, but that's okay. Will you tell him if you like it? Okay. Careful, Merman, your face is falling off.
It's so tender and sweet.
Good job, Merman. How many thumbs do you want to give that, Merman? 2 thumbs? Thanks, man. Be sure and tell Jackson what you think, okay? All right, Dad, it's all you.
All right. So it smells really good. Oh wow, this is really good. This is really delicious. I really like it. Wow, what a good flavor. The chicken is really tender. It has lots of flavors. It's very comforting. It's wow.
How's the avocado in it?
Just grab a piece. Great. That is really good flavor. Wow, hugely recommended. Yum.
How many thumbs are you gonna give that, Dad?
A million. Wow, this is really good.
Thanks, Dad. Okay, guys, my final thoughts. I'm a little bit blown away by this one. I did not expect it to be amazing. I thought it was gonna be good, and I think this might be one of my favorite recipes that we've ever made. This one has so much unexpected flavor. Really, I'm kind of blown away by how good this is. It is delicious. If you have a chance to try this recipe because this one is one of my favorites, for sure. Lots of thumbs. Who thought asopado was delicious? Me. Who thought it was surprisingly delicious? Me. Who would have that again anytime? Me. And I'm not a big fan of soup, so that's saying a lot.
Yeah,
this soup
really
was amazing. Amazing.
I know you put a ton of chicken in it, but it was really
We
good.
needed more, didn't
Yeah, honestly, I always ask for more chicken.
we? But if I had given you all more rice, you would have filled up better.
Yeah,
You'd have
the
filled
rice
up faster.
is really good.
So the thing is, if you leave the rice out, I'm pretty sure this one would qualify really well as a keto recipe if you do not use the rice like I did. But otherwise, it's just really good. So I guess now it's just time to get you kiddos to bed. So,
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to make this channel strong, share it with your friends. And now, good night, YouTube. See you tomato. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Subscribe, touch it, poop. Asopado was good.